All right, shalom, shalom. Like you say, all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all your brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, it's Tyler Yoff coming back once again with a quick hit. And, hey, man, America strikes again, all right, in more ways than one. All right, with their so-called democracy. You see, now over there in Afghanistan, these women want to have that same pride that these American women have, thinking that they must be apart and be set apart, you know, from their original duties in life. Okay, and it's not faring too well for the women here in Babylon the Great, and we see what's happening. And these men that's in charge over there now, and I'm not even going to give them any name, okay, because they're men nonetheless, all right, and they have a strict laws, okay, that's very similar to the laws that was given on to the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, from the Heavenly Father himself, Yahweh, all right. And what you see, we're going to play it.
I am about to take someone down. It's not judicial. This is personal.
I'm in my house waiting for any help and support for protection. Due to the dangerous situation, my family has stopped me coming on the media. I think we will be left here in this hell under the dark shadow of this tyranny. Testimonies from women inside Afghanistan. All across the country, they are dreading the Taliban's return to power, wondering what it will mean for them. Many are desperately trying to escape, entire lives, dreams shattered. Their fears are not unfounded. Under Taliban rule in the 90s and early 2000s, the group denied women basic rights, forcing them to cover their entire bodies, banning them from the workplace and prohibiting most education for girls, driving many schools like this one underground. The Taliban's longtime spokesman says women's rights will be protected within Islamic Sharia law.
See, that's what these women don't understand, right? So what's the problems here in America? You got to look at it. All right, this woman, she goes, this is the American woman, speaking of, she goes and got abroad, first and foremost. And we know where that leads, okay? Riding the carousel, all right? Monkey branching, all right? That's one thing. With that school thing is, it's not a priority for women, because once they have knowledge, and you see it here in America, the pride, it comes forward, and then they start snuffing their nose at you, looking down at you, okay? And we already know in this world, like the scriptures say, that the wisdom of this world is foolishness unto the Most High, all right? So when you dealing with bachelor's degrees and master's degrees and on this whole setup, all right, it makes the woman worse than she already is, so to speak, okay? And I can see why these men are holding them to their laws, man. You see, It says a small group in bold public challenge to the militant group. I'm not going to read everything, just, you know, synopsing the article itself, because this is the poison. This is the poison that they go around handing out to these different countries. All right. And on a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, right, their society will crumble, just like you see America's society fall apart when it comes to the family structure. All right. They want to work. They want to get educated. Then after that, it's put down the men. Okay. And these guys ain't going to have it, man. It's not going to have it. This is the reason why these Islamic countries don't want America in their backyard, man. Plain and simple, to the point, man. And who knows? The majority of these women, they could get stoned, bludgeoned to death, okay, for their high-mindedness. Instead of just being a woman at home taking care of the kids, baking, cleaning, doing what you have to do to please your husband, not the world. Because that's where they're on their way to if they keep it up. You know what I'm saying? They want to be Americanized, twerking on the internet, unruly to the fathers, okay, unruly to their husband, unruly to their kids, and walking around in lasciviousness. All right, and it's not going to happen. So this is part of the poison that Babylon the Great pushes forward, man. And this is why this place is going to be destroyed, man. Because, like I said, their laws are pretty much cut and dry, man. Similar to how our women are supposed to be. Dressed in modest apparel, not being able to get abroad, you know. Being a servant to your husband. And see, these westernized women, they think that's a bad thing, man. Being a servant onto your husband. And we're not talking about slave in the sense of you better do what I say to do. No, it's a submissive wife. That's it. If you're submissive, do I have to beat you about in the head, or do I have to say, you know, clean up, do this, do that? No, you already, everything's harmonious, okay, in the house. But see, with the westernized culture, they pitted the man against the woman, and it starts with that education thing first. That's where it starts with.
In the 2000s, the group denied women basic rights, forcing them to cover their entire bodies, banning them from the workplace, and prohibiting most education for girls, driving many schools like this one underground. The Taliban's longtime spokesman says women's rights will be protected within Islamic Sharia law.
So there will be no violence against women, no discrimination against women, of course, based within the framework of the Islamic law.
But already, signs that things have not changed that much. Just days ago, field commanders told women they had to be covered up. And their spokesman instructed women to stay home temporarily because their soldiers are, quote, not trained to respect them. And yet, despite the impending nightmare scenario, some women activists are choosing to risk it all and stay in Afghanistan for now to continue their work.
I love you, my sweet dog.
Mahbouba Siraj is one of them. She's a prominent activist and head of the Afghan Women's Network.
I am planning to stay here, and I'm going to, for as long as I am needed in Afghanistan, for as long as there is something I can do which is useful. I will be hopefully capable of going outside. I'm not worried or afraid about that.
This courageous woman in her 70s is waiting to find out what life will be like after the August 31st deadline, but says the Taliban can...
Looks like a straight demon. You see, it's gonna lead to chaos, man. It's gonna lead to chaos. I got a couple of scriptures, and that's it, man. It's just, hey, this world needs righteous rulership, man. All right. If this righteous rulership is deterred any longer, right? Which is, it's coming, it's coming. But these people are in. Let me get the scripture, man. Stop babbling, but hey, it's perfect. This perfect cause to hasten Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is coming, man. Because the women in America, they destroyed, man. They done. You can't. There's no way to fix it. But for it to spill over into other countries, and you see how it's spilling over into those other countries, man. You can see it. This place gotta go, man. The seat of Satan has to go. No ifs, ands, and buts about it, man. Babylon the Great has a short time. All right. Oh, Salaki. This is Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. All right. And the man that has rule over the whole earth, okay, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, which is a red man, okay, he has control over the whole earth. And horrible job, man. He has did a horrible job. Okay. But the King of all kings is on his way. He's going to straighten it all out. All right. With swift justice, man. Swift justice. That's what's coming. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, Baba Ball, Kwam Yasharala, and Shalom.